Hey, everybody, how's it going? Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going, everybody? Are you doing good tonight? Well, I'm doing pretty great. When they asked me to do this keynote address, when they asked me to be a keynote speaker, whatever that means, right? Who the hell knows what keynote means? I don't. I sure don't. When they asked me to do this keynote address, I was at the worst place I've ever been. Mentally, physically, spiritually. I was actually getting ready to end my life. And then I got this phone call. Hey Mike, it's Dan. We need you to give a keynote address. And you know what I said? I said yes. And I started crying because I really needed the money from this. It's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. I really needed all this to work out. You see, when I left my job to pursue journalism, it was a long road to getting to landing my big show, learning stuff. You guys have all seen me on there, but you know it's been a long road since I left the show. I've been mostly mowing people's lawns and just doing painting when I can. You know, wherever I can get my hands on some work. So it's good to get out of my comfort zone, you know, but then it's also good to get back to what I really love, which is teaching and educating and molding the minds of young people. I like, if you can take your imagination with me on a little journey, what I like to do, and use your imagination here, okay? What I like to do is I like to take a really sharp knife, or sometimes a saw, and just work it back and forth across the head of a young person, and then reach inside their skull and physically mold their mind. Of course, this is a metaphor for education, but you get the point. What I'd like to discuss this evening is something so important. I don't know if the government will let me live. I don't know if I can leave here after this alive. Everything you know is a lie. Everything you've been taught and told your entire life has been a lie. Let me explain it this way with this visual aid. This section here, this little sliver, is everything you know, and everything outside of that little sliver is what's really going on. Now, use your imagination here. Come along with me on an imagination journey to a place where no one's gonna play with your asshole if you fall asleep first at a party. No one's gonna, try to take all the money in your wallet and go through your pockets and do your drugs. You're gonna get left alone in peace. That is what it means to be free. Real freedom. My hit show learning stuff was not easy. It wasn't easy. I had to step on a lot of people and a lot of people over to get that position. What you all need to understand, and this is the key, this is the reason you aren't successful. You aren't willing to do whatever it takes. If you want something, you've got to reach down deep inside and figure out why you want it. Is it because you think it's going to make you rich and famous and it fix all your problems and make the bad thoughts go away? Because that's not what happens. That's not what happens. Let me tell you what happens. When you get everything you thought you ever wanted, the devil shows up. The devil comes, and if you don't believe, if you don't have your guard up, he's going to get your ass. And he's going to take everything you've worked for. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is the power of the imagination is limitless. Okay? You can sit down and imagine great, wonderful, fantastic you can imagine greatness. But what you're actually physically capable of, right, compared to what the imagination can come up with, is much smaller. What you're actually physically capable of, not much. So what's important to do here in these instances is realize your limitations and start expanding them. You don't expand them by sitting in the corner and playing with your pud and mashing it up until it hurts. You got to get outside and you got to do something with your life. All right, guys, I'm getting a signal. That's all the time I have. I want to leave you with this. If I came up to you, if I came up to you with a box cutter and I said, I'm going to gut you and play with your intestines if you don't succeed, well, what do you think you'd do? You'd probably get off your f***ing lazy ass and get something done. You don't want it. You don't need it like that. That's the problem. You guys are treating your dreams like they're optional. You gotta need it, man. You gotta need it. Because if you don't dig deep down inside, deep down, deeper than your little pecker can reach down in your girlfriend's puss, and find the reason why you're really here, you're f***ed. You're f***ed. Let's go back to that little analogy one more time. Now, imagine I come up to you with a box cutter and I say, I'm gonna gut you and pull out your intestines and play with them and play around with the blood and paint my face, and it's gonna be a really good time for me. And it's gonna feel good. It's gonna feel really good. But there's a gun on the table in front of you, and you've only got that much time, like that, to decide whether you're gonna defend yourself or whether you're just gonna let it happen. I know that metaphor's maybe not age appropriate, okay? Speaking to an elementary school. But I just want you guys to really think about your life like that. It's really easy to just go through life, just sleepwalking through life like this. Or if you're on fentanyl, just like this, sleepwalking through life like this. But you gotta wake up! You gotta wake up, and you gotta realize there's nobody coming to help you. You gotta help yourself, brother. I don't know what else to leave you with. So I gotta get out of here. Think about it.
Michael, what the was that? These are elementary school kids.